All right. Okay. I think it is about that time. What do you say, Jeremy?
I say it is time.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. I must have the stream running in the background because I can hear myself. Okay, sorry. All right. Welcome back to another installation of Flutter Fridays, now that I cannot hear myself. Jeremy, hello. It's been a while since you've been on one of these. How have you been doing?
It has been. Not too long.
Where have you been hiding, man?
In school.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, school is pretty demanding these days. So, hello to all of the viewers as well. If you have seen the thumbnail for this video, you would have noticed that there are a lot of faces. And the faces we are about to introduce may not exactly match who's on the thumbnail. But nevertheless, it is still going to be a wonderful Flutter Friday. Oh, thank you for the compliment on the beard. It is a lot of work. But anyway, let's introduce the guest. First of all, we have a very, very talented developer joining us by the name of Kurtley. Hello.
Ooh.
Hello, greetings everyone.
How are you doing, Kurtley?
I am going great. It's Flutter Friday, so I'm doing great.
Yes. All right.
Of course, it's a great
Okay.
day.
Up next, we have the one and only Chris Swan. You may have seen him before if you've watched our previous Flutter Fridays. How you doing, Chris?
Doing all right. Good to be here.
Woo! Good to have you back. And then last but certainly not least at all, we have Kevin. How you doing, Kevin?
It's Friday.
Oh, your mic's kind of... Oh, there you go. You're good. So, let's intro ourselves. Kurtley, did you want to start?
Gladly. Greetings everyone, I'm Curtis Critchlow. I'm a Flutter developer with Atsign, and I'm coming to you all the way from Guyana, South America. The only English speaking country in South America, Guyana, South America. Nice to meet you all.
Oh, that should have been one of our questions for today. That's a good fun fact. Chris, would you like to intro yourself?
Hi, folks. I'm Chris Swan, engineer at Atsign and at .gde, and I'm coming to you today along with my two dogs from the United Kingdom.
Woo! Kevin.
Hey, folks, I'm Kevin, one of the co-founders at Atsign, and coming to you from actually Dublin, but not Dublin in the UK, but Dublin, California. There is such a place called Dublin.
Really? I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is it just like the UK version?
It's
There is no Dublin in the UK. You're going to upset all the Irish viewers by saying that.
sorry, Ireland. Forgive me.
Dublin
Thank
is
you, Chris.
unequivocally in Ireland, being the capital city and everything.
Yeah, I was trying to think of how to say that properly, Chris, and I messed it up. So thanks for saving me. It's it tries a little bit to be like Dublin, Ireland, but it's fails utterly. So we just have
you
to.
can't
The key thing is, do you have a
greatness.
river that gets dyed green on Paddy's Day?
We do not.
Oh no. All
We don't
right.
actually have any rivers. It's very small streams. About the
Are
best
my
we get in
slides
California.
up? Can everyone see my slides?
Oh, now they can.
Okay. Thank you, Jeremy. So, welcome to Flutter Fridays. I think we've gotten that pass. So, if you are new to Flutter Fridays and you're not familiar with the formatting, we use Menti. Here are the instructions of joining the quiz portion of Flutter Fridays. So you can go to menti.com on either your computer, phone, or tablet, whatever device you may have, and enter that code there. Or if you have some form of a QR code reader, you can scan the QR code there, and I think it would just log you in. So while we're waiting, how's everyone doing? Do we have any cool plans for the weekend? Anyone doing anything exciting? Don't all jump at the question at once, though, please.
I have documents to write, so yeah, nothing.
Oh, that
What's
sounds That sounds very
That's kind
exciting.
of exciting, but only kind
Currently,
I'm
Chris.
building a robot this weekend.
Ooh, a
Ooh.
robot. Oh my goodness.
I've kind of got nothing planned for this weekend because I've got a lot coming up in the next few weeks. So it's going to be a sort of chill weekend.
Those are the best weekends, though.
I love those weekends.
Exactly. That's the type
Daria
of
says
weekend
sleep.
I have planned. Oh, sleep. There it is.
Well, I'll be attending motorcycle
Tyler?
classes this weekend. I'm learning to ride bike.
Oh, like a motorcycle?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, let's go. We got to ride together
Wow.
after you're done.
yes, when I'm finished.
Tyler loves his motorcycles.
I do. I love them. I think Chris does as well.
Certainly do. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to the sun coming out and the roads getting dry, and I can get the big bike out again.
Yes.
Yeah.
No more winter time. I'm tired of the snow. All right, I think we have a pretty good number of people in here. I see all the hearts and thumbs up, so let's kick her off. But before we do get into the fun, we do have to go over the rules. There aren't a lot, so don't worry. The first and foremost rule for Flutter Friday is have fun. We're here to have fun, enjoy our Friday together, and learn. So please have fun. Please be kind and respectful to everyone, including yourself. If you have any questions, you can add them in the chat. We have 2 portions for Flutter Friday where you can ask these questions, and then we'll pull them up and we'll have them answered to the best of our ability. To participate in the quiz, just like I went over a little bit earlier, you can go to the link, which is now at the top of every slide, and you can enter that code. Any bad behavior that we may see in the chat or maybe on the slides themselves, I'm not sure, will result in ineligibility of prize winnings. We do have a terms and conditions if you have any questions about that. Okay, now that we got the boring stuff out of the way, we're here for prizes too. First place wins a $25 US gift card, second is 15, and third is 10. Who is gonna win it today? I feel like every week we have, I think, almost a new winner, right? Also, Atsign has opened up its application window for internships for this summer. So if you are interested in interning with us, you can learn more and apply at atsign.com/internships. The applications do close April 1st, which is, I think, a week from right now. So you have 1 more week. And then also, if you're not able to go to any of these links because you're using your device to actually look at the stream, that's okay. We've compiled all of the links and resources in our resource doc that is linked at the end. Okay. Whew, that was a lot of talking. Jeremy, do you want to take the first fun question?
Sure. So, to the guests and to the people watching, what is your @sign?
I think everyone knows my @sign. @wildgreen. Jeremy, what's yours?
Mine is Jeremy_0.
Ooh,
I
What a banger.
got that one recently too.
I was there. I witnessed it. Currently, what about
If you
yours?
don't have your @sign, you get one at
I'm-
my.atsign.com/go.
I am Blizzard 801. I'm keeping it cold.
Ooh, he's even got the motto for it. Do I need a statement for mine? Forgot it. That's not a good. It's not a good thing. Someone has the @sign easy with a Z. That is so cool. And also, just like what Jeremy said, if you don't have an @sign already, you can go to atsign.com/go. You can get an @sign for free by generating a random one, or you can pay for your own custom one. So, for example, Kevin has his name, Kevin, @Kevin. And then
Yeah,
that
mine-
way you won't forget
Mine's
it.
currently broken because I broke it.
Oh. How on earth did you break it?
It's testing out the reset functionality.
There we go. We need to make some
Before it was ready.
sacrifices.
Exactly. It's fixable. I just haven't
Crossfire.
been able to take the time to fix it.
See some cool ones in here. Snow Firm. Ghost of
I like that
Sparta. What? That is so cool. All right, let's go
Wall
to
of
the
Excellence.
next fun question. Here we go. What was the first programming language that you learned? And which language is currently your favorite? Chris, why don't you start us off on this one? What's your first programming language?
My first programming language was BASIC on a ZX81. And, my favorite programming language these days is Dart.
Nice. What about you, Curtly?
My first programming language was Python.
Ooh.
Yes, but my favorite programming language is Dart.
Oh, we have a hot take. Is HTML and CSS a programming language? What do we think? What do we think?
I'd give it a yes.
I give it a yes too. Kevin, what about you? What was your first programming language?
Yeah, my first programming language was Fortran,
Oh, what?
or
Wow.
PDP-11, programming by paddle switch to machine language, and yeah, I really have fallen in love with Dart and Flutter. So
Wow. And
How about
Jeremy,
you,
what
Tyler?
about you?
What was your first one?
Oh, me? I think my first one was Visual Basic.
Ooh.
That was a long time ago now. What about you, Jeremy?
Yeah. Mine was Java, and my current favorite one is Dart. I just love how it takes object-oriented and kind of like mixes the JavaScript syntax.
Nice. Yeah, Dart is such a good language. Just for anything, honestly. Looks like everyone else agrees with us. All right.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Ready, set, @sign. Who is ready? Who studied the @sign documentation and or YouTube channel? Let's see. We have 13 questions today, so plenty of time to rack up those points. I'll wait just a couple more seconds for people to come in. Okay. 10 more seconds. Any stragglers? Oh. Okay. Here we go. 3,
Wow.
2, 1, and here we go. Flutter Fridays. Question 1. What was @sign's original name before rebranding? Oh yeah, was it ampersand, the @company, @protocol, or @sign has always been @sign? Oh yeah. Who knows this? Oh yeah.
I don't think
Got
this
some
would be in our
people thinking.
documentation, but if you dig deep enough, you might see some of our articles still having the ad company.
Definitely. Or if you've watched any of our really old YouTube videos. Yes, it was the @company. Kevin, did you want to talk about why we're called @sign and we're originally the @company?
yeah, so we had a great fortune when we started the company of getting a one of the best startup lawyer from DLA Piper. He's done like 10,000 startups.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so we're talking about what our idea was and all that kind of stuff, and he said, we could probably just name the company the @symbol, and it turns out in Delaware you can. So we were actually just going to be called just the @symbol. We said, okay, well that's kind of confusing. So how about the @symbol company? And then state of California said, yeah, we can't do those symbols, so we had to do a doing business as a DBA for @sign and spell it out. And that just we ran into too many problems using the @ symbol, so we just said, okay, fine, we'll just use the other version, which is spelling it out.
Wow. Look at that @sign lore. Everyone write that down. That's awesome.
It wasn't my idea. It was actually our lawyer's idea. That was the funniest part.
Wow. Let's see who got that right the fastest. Oh, yes. And here's the old logo, the @company. I think now we're just using the bug and then say @sign afterwards. So let's see. Got a 967 there. Oh, a 982. Woo. Nice. Okay, here we go. Start off strong, everyone. Oh, we have more players as well. Here we go. I'll wait like 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Question 2. What is an @sign @sign? It's a good question. Is it a handle like @Bob or @Alice that acts as your internet address? A namespace for a project built on the app platform, both A and B, or neither A nor B? Hopefully people didn't click their answer too quickly. As a hint.
This tool should have undo.
Oh, I got some people there. Yes, it is both A and B.
You got me too, Tyler.
Do we want to talk about what namespaces and stuff are?
The
Who wants to
namespace
take
can be anything, but if you use an @sign for a namespace, then if that's an @sign you've got control over, it guarantees its uniqueness.
Ooh.
Which is why we recommend people using @signs for namespaces.
Exactly. And if you want to learn more, we have all of the information about @signs, how to use them, why to use them on our docs site. And again, if you cannot scan these QR codes right now, we have all of these resources compiled at the end. All right, let's see who got it. Ooh, a 921. Okay, that's pretty good. Got a strong 4-person lead there. Here we go. Jeremy, you can take this next question.
All right. 37 players ready?
Plays. Wow. Here we go. Oh, 38. Okay, we'll wait like 2 more seconds.
One,
Going once,
2.
going twice. Okay, here we go. Jeremy. Question 3.
All right. Custom @signs are paid, but you can randomly generate @signs for free. True or false? Oh, false or true.
Ooh. Come on, you know I love my false or true questions.
If you're listening in the beginning, we may have answered this question already.
Yeah, it looks like
Answer is
most were
true.
paying attention. Nice work,
Yeah.
everyone.
So you can get one for free, randomly generated, or
True false
you can get
versus
your
false
custom
true
one.
thing feels a
Hey.
bit like big endian versus little endian.
I feel like it's like
Like zero
psychologically
should
like
come before 1, right? But
Slight clarification, Jeremy. It's actually it is randomly generated, but fun. So it's not just a random string of characters. It's
Yes.
I don't know, Crunchy Frog or mine is one of my favorites is what was Tinashe's corresponding dinosaur.
Wild Green is
That
also one of
generator
those.
is
Wild
just
Green is awesome.
randomness.
My
I love
original
Wild
@sign was Assault 30. Given my military background, I love that @sign. But I broke it. Like
No.
I broke it.
Not the broken That is such a cool asset. Do you still have that one?
No, I don't think so. I think I deleted it.
Oh no.
And now I'm in so much regret because I don't know how to get it back randomly.
I mean, the good thing is you can always customize your own one and then rename it that.
Yes, I'll have to do that.
There you go. And again, if you don't have your own @sign, you can get one at @sign.com/go. Here we go. Let's see who got that. Ooh. A lot of fast answers on that. Pretty strong lead there. Here we go. Question 4.
I'm still holding a strong lead.
I don't see Randall on the board. Did you see Randall?
Might be going by an alias, but I didn't see Randall up there.
We'll give everyone a couple seconds.
Every question we're having more players.
Yeah, hey, nothing wrong with that. I'm okay with that.
Definitely.
All right, here we go. Question number 4. Oh, wait, there's some people coming in. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. No, we lost one. No.
No.
Okay, he's back. Okay, here we go. Atsign's developer platform is called blank and is an implementation of blank. Is it the Atsign SDK and Dart? Is it the SDK and protocol? The platform or app protocol, or the developer and IoT protocols? Who has done their studying? Let's see it. Let's see it. Ooh, it is the app platform and the app protocol. Let's see who got that right. Oh, there's Randall. We're just talking about. Oh, nice. That's a good lead. That's a good lead. Everyone's holding it down today. Man, my computer can like barely handle how many players are in here.
I'm so impressed
Yeah, I
how
think
our
38 is the
players.
most we've had.
I'm so impressed how our players did their homework.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people know their stuff.
Very impressed.
Oh, people are coming in and out. 5 seconds on the clock. 4, 3. Ooh, 40 players. 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Jeremy, it's your question.
All right. Just like Flutter, the app platform is open source, which means anyone can contribute to flipping the internet. False or true?
Another false or true. Oh, let's see who knows. Nice, nice. It is
platform
true.
Is open source.
Kevin, where can people go to find all of our code?
So it's Git on GitHub. We're @sign-foundation. But I mean, Chris, you've been such a proponent or advocate for open source for a long time. Do you have any comments or thoughts on why we're doing it that way?
So it's Atsign Foundation's where we've got most of the code, but there's actually 3 Atsign repos. So Atsign Foundation, which is where all of the stuff related to the app platform and the app protocol is. There's Atsign Company, which is where we've got some open source projects for things that are kind of forks that we've done of other open source projects and hopefully improved, or other things that we've built that are not related to the platform, but we hope that people will find those useful. And then there's Atsign Labs, and we're using that as a place to showcase sort of amazing projects emerging from some of our interns. And so, awesome intern projects kind of graduate into Atsign Labs where we can continue developing them. And then sometimes Atsign Lab stuff finds its way into the foundation. But more broadly, we're doing open source because I think primarily when we're developing something that's so kind of crucial to security and privacy, people want to see under the lid and be able to have a feel for what's going on. But also a lot of what we're doing here is about developer enablement and SDKs, and the natural place for those is out in the open.
What a beautiful answer. Can we like clip that and post that?
That should be a short.
I think also because of your influence, Chris, we've tried to make everything as easy as possible for developers to contribute to the corpus of code. So that's been a joy to watch that mature.
We also have documentation on how to contribute. So if you want to contribute and don't know how to, you can read up on our documentation on how to do that. I will also put that in the resource doc for everyone. All right, let's check the leaderboard. Ooh, it is close. Wow. Wow. This is anyone's game right now.
It's me still up there, and they didn't answer that first question or that last question so fast as the others, but they're still up there. Good.
Yeah, if you get 1 or 2 questions wrong, there's still a chance for you to win it. Here we go. Starting the next question. 5, 4.5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. Which of the following symmetric cryptography algorithms does Atsign use? Is it Cha-Cha-20? Is it Advanced Encryption Standard, AES, Two-Fish, or Data Encryption Standard, DES? Ooh.
Chris, I see the smile on your face. Do you have any comments about this question? Or
are we in trouble for this question?
Are they all NIST algorithms?
Ooh. Nice. Chris, did you want to talk about it a little bit?
I don't even know if Cha-Cha-20 is a genuine encryption algorithm, but there's so many out there, it quite possibly could be. All of the others are. So the data encryption standard was sort of the original NIST high quality symmetric cryptography. But over the years, lots and lots of problems were found with that. And so it's been superseded by advanced encryption standard, AES. And we use AES with 256 bits of key.
I think with my brief exposure to Cha-Cha, it might be an algorithm, a symmetric one. I think. Jeremy, do you know? Does anyone know what Cha-Cha is?
Isn't it a dance?
There we go. That's the best answer for that. If you want to learn more about our encryption on the app platform, you can check them out there. Again, resource docs at the end. Ooh, a 952, a 968? That is solid. That's giving him a strong lead. Here we go. We are at the halftime point. If you'd like, you can drink some water, stretch your legs. If you have any questions, now would be a good time to ask them. So, Jeremy, if you see any questions in the chat, you can just click on them to pull them up on the stream and we'll answer them. How's everyone doing so far? Is this an easy quiz? Is it hard? What are we thinking?
And if you work on this stuff every day and you don't get caught out by the tricks.
True. For us, I feel like it's easy.
Yeah.
But for everyone else, it might not be.
Correct. They definitely did their homework.
Oh, is Jeremy here in the stream?
Looks like he had dropped off or maybe had an issue.
Uh-oh.
Disconnected.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, we'll utilize this halftime break to wait for him to come back.
Maybe he was checking stuff in YouTube and then lost it.
Oh no. That was my admin. I needed him. I needed him. Are there any questions in the chat? I can't see it because I'm sharing my screen.
Tyler, I must say, you select the best music.
Thank you. It's a jam, right? The whole loop.
Yeah.
It's like 20 minutes of just bangers.
Every Flutter Friday, the music is just spot on.
Thank you. I sit here for like probably 15 minutes just listening to music and like, yeah, this is good. This is good. We'll wait just like 2 more minutes for Jeremy. Jeremy, is that you?
Yep. Hello.
Hello, welcome back, sir.
Questions? Where will you share the resources of how to contribute to Atsign, Tyler?
So the resource for how to share, for how to contribute to that platform will be in the resource Google Doc that I am sharing at the end. It'll be a QR code. We'll also post that link in the chat for everyone. If you already have that link to the resource doc, it's restricted access right now, just for the sake of the quiz. No spoilers. So at the end of the quiz, I will be sharing it. Good question.
We got a question from Flutterboy. What about an Atsign app for Menti?
Ooh. I think we were talking about that last Flutter Friday, right? Where we were talking about making a Flutter Friday, but with a Flutter app. If anyone wants to kickstart that for us, we're all ears.
Xavier mentioned, I think Xavier piqued interest in that. But
Yeah.
Xavier isn't here, unfortunately.
Any other questions?
Harshita asks, for the Atsign internship, can you tell me more about the process?
So for the internship application process, you can go to atsign.com/internships. There's a short overview of what the internship is and what it consists of. You'll notice that there is software, marketing, and then you'll notice that there are other types of internship positions titled blended or other. Blended would be more of I'm interested in a lot of things and would like to explore those things. And that is exactly what we will allow you to do during your time with us. This is a startup, so everyone wears multiple hats. So we totally understand if you're interested in maybe one day you want to work on software development, and then the next day you want to help us coordinate an event like Flutter Friday. We are completely happy to let you kind of run free and learn what you love.
And when's the deadline, Tyler?
April 1st. April 1st is the deadline. So you have 1 more week to apply. On atsign.com/internships, there is a Google form link, and then you can use that form to submit your application. I hope that answers the question there. Oh, and the internship is 2 months from the beginning of May to the end of June. Okay, I think we can kick off the second half of the quiz. What do you think?
Oh, we got a few more questions. How is Atsign helpful to developers? Maybe
who wants to take this?
Chris or Kevin? Let's take this one.
Yeah, I can jump in on that. So Atsigns do a number of things. One of them is it's an identity. So developers can use it as a way of getting somebody's identity as it relates to their app. The other is it's a place to store and retrieve data. And so your app then doesn't need to have its own backend to do that. It can use the Atsigns in order to do that. But most importantly, it's providing end-to-end encryption between Atsign users. And this means that it can be used to easily make conversations secure and private. Kevin, anything to add?
Awesome.
No, you nailed it, Chris. As usual.
Clip it. Uh-oh. My computer went to sleep. Okay, here we go. We're good. Any other questions?
We'll take one more question. Is there a possibility of building PHP SDK for Atsign?
Ooh.
A possibility, absolutely. So what we're doing with SDKs is essentially going where our customers take us. So the first SDK that we developed was for Dart and Flutter because we'd written the platform in Dart, and Flutter was an obvious way of showing off the capabilities of the platform because it's such an easy way to build apps. Since then, we've built SDKs for Java, for C, for C++, and for MicroPython. And that's essentially, customers are asking us for those things in order to integrate with their environments, their devices. And so if somebody comes to us with a serious need for PHP, then we'll look at what's involved in doing that. But having just myself gone through a lot of effort around MicroPython, and I only know a tiny bit of PHP, but it's eminently doable. So I think PHP will be reachable if that's what people want to do with us.
I hope everyone was listening to the SDKs that Chris listed as well. Just as a hint for later.
Any pitch for Rust, Chris?
So I've been expecting somebody to ask for Rust for a little while, and because we've been doing so much with IoT, Rust's kind of hot there, but nobody's actually pushed for it yet. So the opportunity to get stuck into Rust hasn't come up. So that's where MicroPython came from. We've had devices like Infraphone, where it's got a MicroPython layer on top of an ESP32. And then things like Raspberry Pi Pico Ws. And it's just such an accessible way of doing development on Internet of Things. So although it might not be as fast as some of the closer to the metal alternatives, it's fast from a productivity perspective. People can get going really quickly.
Chris is just laying down the knowledge today. This is awesome. Thank you. All right. Any more questions, or we can save the rest for the end? What do we think?
Yep.
All right, here we go. We'll wait a couple seconds because I know we were at 40. All right, here we go. 3.
Oh, we don't see your screen, Tyler.
What? You don't? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can you see it now?
I cannot.
Not yet.
Jeremy, can you pull it off stream for me, please, for a second?
I can't because it's not there.
Oh, like at all? Oh, yeah, look at that. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Give me 1 second. I wonder why I did that.
Oh, now I see it.
Okay. Okay. Hold on, Jeremy. Oh, sorry. Oh no. Pull it up. I put the question. Go.
Right.
Put it up.
Yeah, platform currently supports 4 languages.
4 languages, 2 of which are what? Dart and Java, Dart and Kotlin, C and Rust, C# and JavaScript. Sorry, everyone. I hope everyone was paying attention. Here, I will full screen this. There we go.
Now we're going.
It is Dart and Java, and Chris was just talking about that. And we were just talking about how we don't have Rust just yet. So who wasn't paying attention? Oh, a 983. Man, Vipin, you've been like hitting all of those fast answers today. All right, here we go. Next question. Question 8. Oh, I saw 41 players. Did we get a new person?
I think we have, yeah.
5, 4. Oh no, we're losing people. Wait, come back. I'll wait. Okay, Jeremy, you can take this question. Oh wait. Everyone's coming and going. Okay.
SSH No Ports uses @signs to let you SSH into a remote device with which open ports? Port 22, port 80, port 53, or no open ports at all?
This is a tough one.
Yes, it is.
It's called SSH No Ports, so which ports would be open?
It's a daring question. Oh, no open ports at all. It is
Wow.
SSH No Ports. Ooh, we got a few people on that.
Yes, we got them.
Do we want to talk about SSH No Ports a little bit? And how it works? How are we not using any ports at all?
So it works by using the app protocol to initiate an outbound connection. And one of the cool things you can do with SSH is have tunnels inside a tunnel. And so one of the things that we can accomplish there is to kind of put a tunnel into, say, an ngrok tunnel. And so you can have kind of two tunnels meet in the middle of the internet and run through each other. And then you can tunnel back through that and do admin on the machine. There's a little ASCII art diagram of that in the README for SSH No Ports. And so
I will link that.
Take a look at that.
I will put that in the resource doc because I think this is just the docs.atsign.com documentation of SSH No Ports. So I'll be sure to add that diagram.
And the other neat thing about SSH is you can run other protocols through SSH tunnels. And so you can do things like a remote desktop session to a Windows device, or use it as a SOCKS proxy for internet stuff. So once you've got your SSH tunnel established, there's all kinds of other things you can do with it.
Wow.
You can also get connected to devices that you otherwise would not be able to connect to because it's connecting out instead of having to be configured through NAT or something to be able to get to. So you can talk to it.
Yeah, and this is actually, we talk about no ports, but no ports is a lot less important than you can make your device reachable when it is otherwise not directly connected to the internet. So it's super easy for us to connect to things in the cloud because the cloud providers have bought giant gobs of IP4 addresses to enable that. But when we've got things that are kind of deployed in the field or in people's home networks or kind of anywhere that they're going to be behind network address translation, maybe even multiple layers of that, then you need something like SSH No Ports to make them reachable.
There we go. And also SSH No Ports is like completely free to use, by the way, everyone. And it is also open source. So you can actually look at the code and what is happening behind the scenes. All right, here we go. Who's winning it all? 981, Vivint, how are you so fast? Here we go. It's a close one. We're getting close to the end as well. Just got 4 more questions left. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Question 9. Atsign's birthday is... When is it? Who knows? January 27th, June 11th, October 5th, or today, which is March 24th. And then apparently there's a 5th option as well. I'm not sure what that is, but don't choose that one because that is definitely not the right answer. I am so sorry. I wonder how that guy snuck past me. Oh, I got 2 people picked it. I'm so sorry for anyone who chose today. That was so rude. I was laughing so hard when I was like, man, no one's going to fall for this.
Slight correction, Tyler. The date of incorporation is actually July 11th.
Oh, I am so sorry.
No problem.
So what does that mean? What do you mean by that?
That's the day we created the company.
Oh, darn! I thought it was June. Sorry. So, well, I mean,
Yeah,
I guess everyone's wrong. But we'll say June 11th is the closest date out of all of these.
Yes.
Ooh, a 980. Ooh, 981.
Randall says July 11th is what it said on the 5th.
That's the 5th choice.
Oops, sorry. My bad. Everyone makes mistakes. All right, here we go. Question 10. It's all down to this. Which of the following is not a property of the metadata class? Is it TTL, TTB, TTR, or TTC? Not a lot of room for error here. Oh, it is TTC. Who here can list some of the metadata classes?
So I think TTL is time to live,
Yep.
TTB is time to born, and TTR is time to reload.
Refresh.
Refresh,
Ooh.
close.
Same thing.
Yeah, close.
Yes.
And then I don't know what TTC is. It's not a thing though.
Yes.
Yeah, Jagan, one of our senior architects, he came up with the idea for the time till born, which basically is you can send some data to somebody and say, I'm sharing this with you, but you can't see it until this moment in time in the future. And it's not been awarded yet, but he's got a patent pending himself on that. I think is his first patent, so he was super excited about that. Yeah,
that is awesome.
That's an awesome feature to send someone a birthday message.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it could be used for birthday messages.
Yeah, or in financial services, it's important principle that the market moving information has to be shared with everybody at the same time. So you can just say, okay, here's out to everybody, and then they won't be able to access it until the same time.
And if you, sorry, go ahead.
That's a pretty hardcore use cases, but other ones would be fun, like you said, Curly, like birthday messages.
I love that finance use case.
Yeah, that is a good example. Clip it. And if you wanted to learn more, because there are more attributes that we didn't list there, you can check out the link.
There was one missing too, which is cascade delete.
Yes, exactly. CCD.
Cascade delete is cool.
It really is. If you know database management, then you might be familiar with what cascade delete is. Here we go. Question 11. I'm actually going to step away for 1 second. So, Jeremy, you take over for the question, okay?
All right. 41 players ready. Question 11. Blank are what we call commands that you can execute in the protocol. Are they executables, nouns, verbs, or requests? After this question is finished, Kevin, do you think you could explain why we call them this?
Yeah. I'm sure with Chris's help we could get through it.
Verbs. We call them verbs in the app protocol.
We do call
Why
them
is that,
verbs. Well, I think the principle when we started with the protocol definition, it's really easy to get kind of go crazy with all the commands or we call verbs that you could execute. So what we really tried to do is keep it as kind of ruthlessly few as possible. So we really tried to abstract it into the basic operations that you would be needing to do to accomplish something. So so the hard part has been actually to keep the number of them down to a as few as possible, but no fewer. And but so we just call them verbs. I don't know there's a why beyond that, Chris. Can you think of anything?
Well, I know in English, verb is kind of the active word in a sentence. And then if we look at other protocols like HTTP, then they're defined by verbs as well. So you've got get, post, delete, etc.
Standing on the shoulders of giants. Absolutely.
Why reinvent the wheel?
Exactly. And if you're interested in all of the verbs that we have on the app platform, you can check them out. Sorry, I am back.
Welcome back.
Here we go. 2 more questions. 2 more. Who's got it today? Place your bets. Place your bets. Here we go. Starting the question. 3, 2, 1 and a half, 1/4, 1. Okay, go. What does DES stand for at Atsign? Is it the Distributed Edge Secondary Server, Director of Electronic System Securities, Digital Encryption Standard System, or Data Encryption Standard Specification?
If you've been on our doc site, you may have came across this.
Oh, yeah. I think we might even have had Xavier talk about this before on a Flutter Friday, have we? I feel like we have.
Yeah.
Because it was our very own Xavier that created this. Oh, it is Distributed Edge Secondary Server. Though Digital Encryption Standard System is a thing, it's not what our DES is. So it's kind of a trick question. It's kind of rude. So do we want to talk about DES and why we have it?
So DES is a way for people to self-host their ad servers. And the name comes from when we called them secondary servers. So it's a little bit of a throwback to before we did some of the rebranding. So maybe in the future it'll be DEA and then it'll just be confused with the US Drug Enforcement Agency. It was originally kind of a Colin project, one of our co-founders, and then Xavier did all of the work to make it so that it's a script that people can just run to easily install it on anything from a Raspberry Pi to a giant piece of x86 hardware. It kind of figures out where it is and what OS it's running on, and then does all of the bits to install dependencies and pull the app server onto it.
Yep. So if you want to run your own Atsign rather than Atsign running your Atsign, then you are free to do so with this. So check it out. You can use AWS, GCP, or a Raspberry Pi, I believe. So you have a few options there.
Pretty much any Linux environment that supports Docker will work.
Here we go. Leaderboard. Chris, is this you leading the whole band? Oh my goodness, Chris.
Mr. Dude is doing.
Win it? So for our last question, have you used one of our CLI tools before? Well, looks like a third of people have used one or two. Oh, just kidding. No one knows what a CLI tool is. Okay, everyone's got this in the bag. Mostly. Some people just don't know what a CLI tool is either. All right, here we go. Who is ready? Final question. 13. It's all down to this. Other than Chris. Forget about Chris. This is all about you. Lost a lot of people. Why did everyone give up? We'll wait like 10, 11 seconds. Wait for everyone to come back in. Here we go. Starting it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Final question. What can you use @app for? Oh yeah, who's used @app? Quickly generate a starter skeleton app platform app, verifying that your project is ready to be published on the app platform, to navigate through all of the apps that use the app platform tech or used to test sending hello world from one @sign to another. Oh yeah, who knows? Who knows what @app is for? Let's see who got it. Oh, the majority of everyone knew. So yes, you can generate a starter app platform app just like Flutter Create. So again, Xavier, our very own, decided that one day we should have our own Flutter Create for our own app platform apps. And so @app was born. And if you wanted to learn how to actually use @app to build your next app platform project, you can check it out in the link there. Again, all of the links are posted in the resource doc. So let's see who won other than Chris.
We also got a video on that app.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, so please check out our YouTube channel as well. Woo, Chris, woo! So the next 3 players, so second, third, and fourth, you can submit your information here for us to send you your prizes, unless Chris does not want to disqualify himself and he wants a prize for himself.
I don't think I can legitimately take one.
Well, there you go. So second, third, and fourth, and fifth as well, just in case. So if you came in 5th place, you can also enter your information. Second, third, fourth, and 5th. I'll wait just a couple more seconds. One more submission. All right. So if you have stuck around, it must mean that you have more questions for us. So feel free to ask away. We are here. Did anyone have any comments from the guest?
I mean, so far I've just been. I don't think I've been on a Flutter Fridays before. Maybe I have. I can't remember. But the a lot of fun. It's interesting being on this side of the wall rather than watching.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Kevin. It is great to have you, and Chris, and Kurtley, and Jeremy.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Woo. Jeremy, are there any questions in the chat for us?
Randall, since we now have ChatGPT, will we have @GPT?
That's a good question. That'd be an interesting
stand for.
There's some good reasons for doing that. People are kind of concerned about how the large language model services are using the data. So if there was an end-to-end encrypted channel and maybe a language model running in a sandbox at the end of it, that could have some legs on it. So we've been playing a bit with ChatGPT and investigating its ability to write Dart, which is not very good. And then with Bard coming out this week, we've been playing a little with that as well. But it's also interesting to see how these things are finding their way in dev tools like Copilot. And so it feels like there's a lot of progress there. And I think it's going to be probably most useful at helping people write tests, which is good because lots of people seem to not want to write tests very much.
Yeah, on the flip side, if anybody's concerned about their data being eaten by an AI and used for nefarious purposes, encrypted data is like kryptonite to AI. It cannot see anything. It's just noise to the AI. So one of the things that we did some work last summer with the intern program. I hope we do more of this. Is around things like I call private AI, which is how do I take my encrypted data and allow it to be used for training models in kind of unsupervised learning, and then as Chris said, maybe on the edge you're doing inference calculations, or even augmenting that with supervised learning at the edge. So those are really interesting topics, but we're kind of happy. It's like, if it's encrypted, it's not going to be much used for an AI to process or learn from. Which is that'll be an interesting thing to see how all that kind of plays out over time.
Totally. Do we have any more questions, Jeremy? I can't see the chat.
David asks, will there be any Flutter demos on Atsign Demo Day? When is Atsign Demo Day, Tyler?
So Demo Day is where we'll be showing off some of the apps that exist on the app platform, one of which includes SSH No Ports. So if you're interested about seeing it in action and seeing all the tunnels that Chris is talking about, this would be a great opportunity to see it in action. Alongside SSH No Ports, we have AppBuzz and Atmosphere Pro. So Atmosphere Pro is a secure file transferring application, and AppBuzz is a new fun way for your contacts app. So I personally don't like the way that the contacts app is. It is awful because everyone is constantly getting new numbers or changing location, etc. And so if you are interested in a new innovative way for the contacts app to work, then check out AppBuzz. No questions, just this.
And the thing that Tyler missed there is those apps are Flutter apps. So
Sorry. Yeah, they're all Flutter.
It's a command line Dart app, and Buzz and Atmosphere Pro are Flutter apps.
Yep, lots of Dart, lots of Flutter, for sure.
Looks like such a happy little emote. That's how I feel.
There's another interesting one will be... Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
Tyler was saying that the no questions is this. It looks like a happy little emo, but it looks like Dash, I think. It's like...
Oh my God. I didn't even realize. Where's my Dash? Oh.
You're right.
That is so cool. We got to steal
one
that.
of the other apps that'll be on more than an app on Demo Day is called @Crypto, which is a private blockchain that runs literally on your phone, but it runs over the app protocol. So it's kind of the inverse of. I mean, a lot of people asked us, why didn't we do something with blockchain for the app protocol? And there's a ton of good reasons for that. And then but what's actually happened is the inverse of that, where people are running blockchain on top of the app protocol, which is kind of predictable and fascinating.
And the demo day is happening March 31st, by the way. The exact time is, I want to say 1 p.m. Eastern time. Is that right?
Yeah, sorry. 1 p.m. Eastern. 1 p.m. Eastern, which is...
10 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
Quick maths. Are there any more questions in the chat?
That is it. So, Team asks,
Right.
what about @Dude? Is @Dude on demo day?
Oh, currently, are we going to demo that, dude?
I was just about to say, for all the cool people out there, check us out on Demo Day. We'll be having the mini @Dude app, which is a cool way of saying hi. So you want to know more about it, come out to Demo Day.
It's also a Flutter app. Also
It's also a Flutter app built on the ad platform, like all our other apps.
All right, Jeremy, may you pull my screen down from the stream, please? Pretty please. Oh, actually, before you do that, here's the resource doc, as promised. So this QR code will take you there, but it will be restricted access until I open it up. So once everyone has kind of taken that screen grab of the QR code. And okay, Jeremy, you can pull down my stream now, please. Is Jeremy here?
Yep.
Okay.
Your screen is pulled down.
Thank you, sir. I was like, uh-oh, I'm stuck in this loop of not being able to leave. Oh, my computer's having a really hard time right now.
The computer is probably
Currently,
sad.
if you're following the comments, look what you started, dude.
Dude. And I will also post the link to the resource doc in the chat. All right. All right. Do we have any final questions, comments, concerns before we call it here? Copy link. Here we go.
Here's not.
All right. There's the resource doc, everyone. Run wild in it. Learn. Look for Easter eggs. I don't know if there's a new one or not. Who's to say? All right. Well, currently, Kevin and Chris, thank you so much for joining us. Yes, also join our Discord. That's where you can chat with us if you'd like to. You can also ask us any questions that you may have. Yes, if you're not already familiar with Flutter Hump Day, catch it next week. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful Flutter Friday and enjoy your weekend.
Later,
Flutter
dude.
Friday.
Dude.
Dude.